Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified Doctor of Naturopathy, Dr. Stephen Cabral, shares with you exactly how you can reverse aging, take back your health, and live a life full of energy and passion, with new 20-minute episodes every single day to keep you healthy and engaged. Now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Hey everybody, we're back. Brand new Mindset and Motivation Monday show here today on the Cabral Concept. Appreciate you being a part of this community. Love being able to tackle these topics every single Monday because no matter what your goal is, whether it's wellness, body transformation, anti-aging, longevity, maybe it's relationships, spirituality, career, what we need to go in is with the right mindset each and every week and then be able to carry that forth every 24 hours for the start of a new day. So what I wanted to share with you was just this overall process I was thinking about. I work with a lot of what I call high achievers or high performers in my practice, and I'd love to be able to study them more so as to how their minds work. And what I want to learn is, well, what's the 80%? Like, what are they all doing? Because they don't do everything exactly the same. But if I could take some of the semantics or some of the things they do on a daily basis and translate that into your life, my life, and others, what would that look like? And I want to share with you this. And I wrote down just 3 specific lines for you. And then I want to give you a 1, 2, 3 system for being able to implement that to achieve whatever your goal may be. So it's this: before you ever win, you have to believe that you are a winner and that you can actually win. It's so vitally important, right? Before you win in the real world, you need to believe that you are a winner or could be a winner, that you can win. Second is this. This is a crucial element to winning because winners look at life, they look at their overall objectives, and they look at how they take action differently. Finally, winners focus on not just the end goal, but also the daily process of doing whatever it takes to become not only a winner in their own mind, but also in the physical reality we live. And I wrote that up because winning is, I would say, a fairly straightforward process, but that doesn't always mean that it's easy. So there's 3 steps that we can break this down. The first one is conceiving, right? What is conception? Think about conception not as creating new life, but creating new life for an idea, right? So in order for us to bring something into this physical reality, we must first conceive it in our mind, right? That is conception. Conception must take place where we are inspired, we're motivated, or we're coached in a certain way to then be able to conceive an idea that this could actually happen. Remember, you don't have to believe that you're a winner quite yet. It will happen over time because wins beget wins, because confidence begets confidence. Meaning that if you start to get some wins under your belt, you feel more confident and you say, okay, yeah, maybe I can tackle the next thing. So small wins lead to a little bit bigger wins, lead to a little bit bigger wins, and eventually very large wins in your life. Nobody starts off as the end all be all, right? You have to work your way up to that. And you don't have to believe that you're a winner quite yet, just that you can possibly win. Right? I'm good with that. Even if you think possibly you could win. As I always say, and I've shared this on previous Mindset and Motivation Mondays, you must suspend disbelief. You don't have to truly believe quite yet, but you must suspend disbelief in order to even come up with a worthwhile goal that you believe could drag you towards your potential. That's step 1, conception. All right? So come up with that goal. Allow yourself to dream big. And then you can start 1 or 2 or 3 levels below that if you'd like. But allow yourself to dream and conceive. The second is this: you must believe, right? You have to suspend disbelief, not in order to just come up with the goal, but to do what? Get to that next step. To take it from a metaphysical, a non-reality, and then begin to believe enough in order to take step 3, which is achieve. And what does achieve really mean? Well, if we just take like the rudimentary of why people make fun of and don't believe in The Secret or the law of vibration, it's because all you need to do is think about it. and that it just bursts into physical reality. Well, some people do actually believe that. I am on the fence only because you must believe so intently and you must be so in line with that vibrational way, that frequency, which basically all matter is frequency, is energy that manifests itself into the physical world. But the thing is, it is brought to you as an opportunity, right? So it can be brought to you as an opportunity. I do believe that. And so you didn't really work for it. It got brought to you as an opportunity. Now you visualized, you focused, and your energy, you continued to stay fixated on that. However, you still have to eventually take action, right? No matter what, you still have to take action. Now, for me, I'm a little bit more pragmatic. I like to conceive of an idea, believe I can achieve it, or at least suspend disbelief. And this is how I do it. I just want to share with you because I don't have any special powers, that's for sure. So what I do is this. I say to myself, who else out there has already achieved this, right? So I'm going to float this out there to this community. I don't know that I'm going to do it yet, but I'm floating it out there to the community that I'm thinking about running a marathon. Now, it was a goal of mine when I was 17 years old. Before I got sick, a lot of people don't know this, I tore my Achilles tendon in cross country in the fall season. We had won the state championship the year before. We were expected to come back and win again the state championship. And I was so excited. I was in high school, all like the whole ego, all of that. And then, well, the world, they taught me a lesson. And I tore my Achilles tendon and I was out. And that was it. And not only was I out for cross country, I was out for basketball, and then I was out for track and field. And that wasn't the only reason I got sick. There were many reasons, right? 3 years of amoxicillin, all sorts of stress, SATs, getting to college, like all those different things, right? Like, yeah, I was stressed to the max. I was a perfectionist back then, and I had to learn my lessons, and unfortunately I had to learn them over and over and over. But before all of that took place, I wanted to run the Boston Marathon from Boston, Massachusetts. It's an historic event, and I wanted to do it. So I have a healed Achilles tendon, but it has a lot of scar tissue on it. I haven't run more than 3 miles in many years. I don't run more than that for cardio. But has anybody ever come back from an torn Achilles tendon, in their mid to later 40s and actually gone on and run a marathon? Of course, right? So I don't know that I can do it yet. I actually don't know if the body will physically hold up. I don't know if I want to dedicate the training time, but it's the beginning of the thought. It's the beginning of the conception. Now, that's a simple goal, right? I've had goals of mine in my life to overcome very serious things or to achieve much more serious goals, but I'm giving you a lighthearted one. So then the believing says, let me find the training plan that would allow me enough time to not put too many miles on my body, on my Achilles tendon, and be able to train and safely do this and accomplish something that would be pretty amazing for my bucket list. Accomplish a marathon. Be able to do that, not for the feat of running the marathon, but actually for the mindset-based challenge. And then if I do that, what else could I do? Right? So I look at it in that way. But then what would I need to do? I would need to then what? Take action. Because even if I visualize running the marathon, even if I saw myself finishing strong with a great time and all those different things, that's a big part of it. There's no doubt about it, especially when it comes to game day for anything, right? For a competition. But it's more so, that does not negate the fact that I'd probably have to put in 40 to 50 miles running per week, somewhere around there, at least, leading up to it. Now I'd start with 10, right? Or I'd start, because I'm already at, let's say, like 3 miles or so, a couple times a week. Okay. So I have some basis, right? But you can start even less than that. And if you give yourself enough time, you can work up to it. So remember, all of our goals take different amounts of time. Most people could complete a marathon, but if you want to try to run it for time and you want to do it safely, all of those things, it's a good idea to train for it. So what I would do is I would give myself 1 year. I would give myself from April to April, essentially. And then I would have a whole plan mapped out. And then do I need to worry about running that marathon? No, I do not. All I need to worry about is taking care of the 3 or 4 days a week that I would actually be running and training each week. And then following the plan for 52 weeks so that this week I'm running let's say 5 miles over 3 times or so. And then I'm working up to maybe 10 miles and I'm doing 4 times a week. And then I'm working up to maybe 20 total miles a week. And then I'm starting to add 1 long run a week in like, let's say the 3rd quarter. And then the 4th quarter, I'm peaking up and then I'm being able to drop that back down when it comes time to actually having race-based day. So when you have a formula like this, what you're looking to do is not become anxious or overwhelmed, or just think of 26.2 miles and running that in a decent time and not injuring yourself. That seems like a lot if you go out to do it today. But what if you were able to first just say, I think I can do it, or I want to be able to do this. And the next is make yourself a believer. Simply find something out there, a coaching program, a book, a mentor, someone that's able to show you, I did this. I've handled this before. I've helped people like you. I can help you as well. And then without, again, becoming overwhelmed into the process, say, okay, now I'm simply going to insert myself in to the blueprint. I will be the person that is able to follow the guidelines. And yes, I will make adjustments and make tweaks as needed, but only as needed. This is a formula that has worked over and over for the greatest athletes, business people, and high performers in the world. All they're looking to do is suspend disbelief, find the plan that will allow them to take the action that will then elevate any part of their life. I can't recommend this enough. I would love to hear what plans you may have for yourself. Some serious, some fun. Please feel free to leave those in the comments below. I love to be able to hear from you. Take care. Have an amazing start to the week, and I'll talk with you soon. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning into the show. I deeply appreciate your shares, your downloads, your listens, and just being a part of this amazing global health community. That's why I do my very best to bring you some of my favorite products completely for free so that you can try them, you can test them out for yourself, and you can see why there are tens of thousands of other people using these same exact products just like you every single day. And one of those most popular products is something called Inflammasoothe. It helps with mobility, it's soothing for the muscles and joints, and it provides relief when you need it. I find it helps amazingly well with improving my recovery from exercise, my overall energy that next day, mood, and endurance. So if you've been looking for a product that is fast acting and improves the overall absorption of the nutrients that we know clinically have been proven to help with inflammation, this may be the product for you. Now, I want to share with you exactly what's in it. It is Indian frankincense, also called boswellia, bromelain, rutin, and trypsin, very powerful enzymes. We have ginger in there. We have caffeine-free green tea extract. We have holy basil, also called tulsi in Ayurvedic medicine. We have purple sweet potato extract for those antioxidants. We have turmeric. 1 full gram of turmeric, which is a hefty dose. Obviously, you know the powerful anti-inflammatory benefits of turmeric. And then there is black pepper fruit extract, which helps the overall absorption of not just the turmeric, but all of the other ingredients. If you want to try this product completely free, we're shipping it out on all qualifying orders while supplies last. To get your bottle, head on over to StephenCabral.com/shop. Enjoy.